This is real cute though. I like having this right in the middle. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day. Together, you and I are going to be participating in what has now become known as the worst game show on YouTube. I think it mainly claims that title because it's literally not a game show at all. There's no points and there's no other contestants besides me. So that means we are going to be doing the Ipsy Showdown for the month of November. I can't believe this year is... Are you kidding me? I've had this Team Trees hoodies for no more than 3 hours and I already have a stain on it. Is that Oreos? I think that's literally Oreos. How do you get an Oreo stain? This is why every piece of clothing I own should be black. Anywho, so we're gonna be doing the Ipsy Showdown today, and if you guys do not know, that is where I take 3 different Ipsy bags with 3 different profiles and then I try to decide which bag matches which profile and if Ipsy did a good job of actually curating my bags. I have my regular bag, my adventurous bag. Oh, what was that? And then I have my skincare bag. At the end of all the unbaggings, I will guess which one matches which profile and then I'll try on everything on my face, except for if it's foundation, because I already put on my foundation without thinking. All right, so let's begin with the very first bag here. Alright, so the little makeup bags here look exactly like the larger makeup bags that were received at Ipsy Plus and Ipsy Ultimate. They're these cute little like cheetah print baggy bags. They have a little faux suede tassel zipper. Let's begin with item number 1 from bag number 1, which is a little brush here. Okay, so this is an eye shader brush from Bugakis. I still can't say that right. I received another little brush from them in one of the larger Ipsy bags, aka a box. So this is just a standard looking little eyeshadow brush. It feels pretty dense, a little bit stiff, but it would be good for like getting into the lower lash line and really blurring some stuff out, namely eyeshadow. Okie dokie. What is this, medicine? Oh no, it's from Murad. Okay, so the next thing we have here is an Essential C Day Moisture Broad Spectrum SPF P++++, which helps brighten skin and shield it from environmental things. I'm gonna take a quick guess about how large this actual little tube is. I'm gonna say it's on one side of the box and about this tall. Oh, it actually got me. It's a little bit bigger than I thought it was gonna be. So this is just an SPF, but it's supposed to also like brighten your skin at the same time. So we have a little sunscreen here, which is nice, you know, to wear like every single day, even in the winter when it's like gloomy and stuff outside, you still need a sunscreen. Okie dokie, I'm feeling some bubble wrap here. We have... While I'm peeling away the bubble wrap, go ahead and guess what brand this is from. Bet you can't do it. So the next thing we have here is from... This is the Wondrous Glow After Hours, I'm guessing maybe highlighter? Lashes, those are terrible. Oh, it's actually really pretty looking in the pan. So this is what it looks like in the pan. It has a really nice like iridescence to it. This might actually be really pretty. I just get Wonder Beauty so many times in my Ipsy bags that it's a little bit repetitive, not gonna lie. Oh, but that is actually quite pretty. It's kind of on the deep side actually, at least on my skin tone. Maybe blurred out a little bit more. It wouldn't like reflect so harshly. Okay, next up in here we have something from Nomad, which is also another brand that's making many appearances in Ipsy bags. Polish my fingernails for once in my daggone life and I don't intend to ruin it on these little boxes. All right, so this is the Sydney Bathers Manly Beach? Okay, so Sydney Bathers Manly Beach Kiss of Sun Bronzer and Contour. I don't know what about this makes it manly specifically. But yeah, there's the contour and the bronzer. It looks like a nice shade, a little bit on maybe the kind of reddish orangey shade, not too much. All right, and the very last item in this bag is from Gigi Gorgeous. Okay, so this is the Gigi Gorgeous and Ipsy collab. This is the only blush in the shade Authentic. It also has their hard packaging to open. I do like the outer packaging of their little blushes and bronzers, and this is the shade on the inside. It's kind of like almost a peachy corally shade, which is really nice. Okay, so that is bag number 1 done, and I'm thinking just by everything I'm seeing here that this is a pretty regular bag. There's nothing standing out that's like super adventurous, and there's not too much in the way of like skincare, so for me this looks right regular, but we'll see when we get to the end. Okie dokie, bag number 2, it has one of these like caution, keep away from direct sunlight things, so I'm guessing that means there's something that could explode in here, meaning an aerosol can or something like that. And again, we just have the same cute little zipper print, because that's something that exists. But a cute little bag here. Okie dokie, the very first thing we have on top is a, oh man, it is a foundation, daggone it. Is it empty? This is the Lock Color Good Foundation. And no, for once that's not me just messing up the pronunciation of something. No, it's actually a good foundation because it's a foundation and a BB cream. I got mine in the shade Fair Beige. Dang it, I really wish I hadn't forgotten and put on foundation already. Oh, I think that's actually a pretty decent match for me. It's covering up the bronzer that I already put on the back of my hand. It feels like it would be a really moisturizing formula. It would also give you some coverage without being like too heavy. Ah, here's the culprit. So the next thing we have here is the Eva Nye Freshen Up Dry Shampoo. Focus? Maybe? Hello? This looks a lot like raspberry lemonade sorbet or something. I'll give it a little spritz here. Oh my gosh! Didn't expect it to like eject straight into my scalp. Smells pretty good. My hair can pretty much always use a bit of zhuzhing and some more volume. I've been trying out this center part kind of thing because I feel like it makes my forehead look a little bit smaller. However, I did mention that to my mom yesterday. I looked at her and said, yeah, I'm doing a center part because I think it makes my forehead look smaller, and she just kind of looked at me and went, So I don't really know if it's working or not, but I'm giving it a go. This is real cute though. I like having this right in the middle. If I kind of fluff it up and point it straight out like a unicorn horn, you kind of can't see it. Okie dokie. Next up in here, we have a little Verso Hydration Serum with niacinamide. I think I almost said that right. Pretty proud of myself. Okay, so this is a hydrating face serum, and that's about all the information it gives. I do like the packaging though. It looks kind of cool, a little bit almost like medical. Developed and produced in Sweden. Cool. Ooh, I think I'm feeling another little brush in here, and I think it's from Royal and Langnickel, just based on the feel of the handle. Yes, it is. Well, actually, this is a Moda Pro brush, but I think they're made by Royal and Langnickel. This, however, looks like a very nice little brush. I don't think I have anything quite this size. I'm assuming this is a highlighting brush. It's a really like small highlighting brush for that super precise, like want to beam from your cheeks highlight. And then the very last thing, and oh my gosh, the very last thing in the second bag is the Turned Touch-Up Powder, also from Gigi Gorgeous. Oh, okay, so this is just, I'm assuming, a translucent setting powder. There is no like shine or shimmer to it. I'm not seeing any like glitters. Since it's a touch-up powder, I'm not sure if you're supposed to use this as like a setting powder, or if you start seeing like oils come up on your face, you know, when you go to the bathroom and you powder your nose. I'm assuming that's what this is for, and not necessarily like an all over the face setting powder. Okay, so it says you can't actually use the powder to like set your face all over, which is good. Okay, so from the second bag here, I don't really know. We have two makeup products, two kind of hair care things. I'm not even sure what I just said right then. Did I say hen care in part of that? Hen care is very important. Gotta make sure you're watching over your chickens. And then a brush. This isn't adventurous, at least not for me. I don't know. I'm gonna say that this is the skincare bag. I'm not 100% sure. This one's a little bit confusing to me, but hopefully the third bag will help us out a bit. And then last but not least, we have our third Ipsy bag here. Ooh, and there's something on the outside right on the top. Ooh, okay, so we have something from it here. This is the Confidence in a Cream, and I actually really like this stuff. I use it like every day, so I'm happy to have more of it, I suppose, even though I think that tub's gonna last me a really long time. Then we have our first repeat here. We have another Royal Langnickel brush in the same shape. The same kind, the same brush, it's the same thing. And then we actually have what is inside our little bag here, which probably isn't much. Oh, we have yet another Gigi Gorgeous product, and this is the Sick Sculpt Bronzer, which I'm guessing is different from the other one. Oh, we didn't even get a bronzer in these bags. I received a like duo of the blush and also a duo of the bronzer in the larger Ipsy bags that I went through earlier. I'll link those down below if you guys want to see them. Just the hardest packaging to get into. Alright, and this is the bronzer in the shade Turned. I actually think this would be maybe like a decent contouring shade. It has enough gray tone to it to where it could be like a contour. Okay, I'm feeling a squeezy tube. Next we have something from Verify, just spelled with a PH. That is an unusual way to spell Verify. This is is a Power Trip Phytoglycogen plus AHA facial serum. Oh, made in Canada. And then the very last thing in here comes in bubble wrap. Oh, and it's from Pixie. It looks like it's made for Polly Pocket. So cute. Okay, so the next thing we have here is a little duo of eyeshadows from Pixie. It comes with two pretty small little pans of eyeshadow. These are called the Naturally Nudes. We have one that's a little bit more of like a brownish copper and then one that's like a lighter pink. And those are very natural looking eyeshadows. Definitely not like crazy amounts of pigment. They are super soft though. Okay, so that was the last bag, and honestly at this point I have no idea. I feel like they just sent me 3 of the same bags. These are basically like the exact same distribution of makeup, skincare, and like beauty tools. All these bags are practically exactly the same. I don't know at all whatsoever. I feel like this month they didn't follow my thingies that I set up pretty much at all, and I do go in each month and review based on my like, you know, the profiles, and I don't think they followed that this month because I cannot discern from these bags which one is which whatsoever. So just for the sake of saying stuff, I'm gonna say the third one was the Adventurous bag because I think that's the only one that I haven't guessed yet. And it was the only one that came with some slight color, even though these are nudes. Okay, so for my first bag, I said that it was my regular bag, but it actually is. For my second bag, I said that it was my skincare bag, but it actually is. And then for my third bag, I said it was my Adventurous bag because I had nothing left to choose from, but it actually is. So with all 3 of the bags now gone through, I'm going to be trying all this stuff on my face. We actually have a lot of face products this time, which is not typical for these bags. I typically have like 7 different eyeshadows that I don't know how to put together. So I'm going to go ahead, scoot in, and we'll start the try on. I have to say this sweatshirt does make me feel a lot like a camp counselor. Like, okay kids, ready to hike? So this really shouldn't take long at all since I basically just have face powder to try on. I have 2 different bronzers here, but this one to me looks like it could be used as a contour. I haven't contoured in a long time, so we'll see how that goes. This one looks a little bit more like a bronzer just because it's more warm. Somebody in the comments the other day very kindly told me that my nose contour was atrocious, and I'm 100% on board with them. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I've tried, but it just makes it look more bumpy and bad every time I try to contour my nose. So we'll see how it goes today. Oh, I love instantly not being able to see. Alright, so taking the Gigi Gorgeous powder, I'm gonna try to contour a little bit. I forgot how to contour. Is this it? See, you can use the middle part like a curtain. Like you can only see this part of your forehead, but then you reveal if there's this much hiding behind it. But you can just like pull the curtains down and nobody will know. Oh, and you guys, I'm really sorry there haven't been more videos as of recently. I've just been trying to, well, one, get over ringworm, which has been super fun. It is clearing up so fast though. I'm pretty sure that it's almost entirely gone. I attacked it. I attacked it with all my might, and thankfully it is clearing up really, really fast. I'm fairly certain I got it from Dumpster Cat, which if you guys do not know is the little kitten that I tried to take home from the McDonald's dumpster. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. And if that is where the ringworm came from, which I'm guessing it did, it didn't come from Steve. Steve's totally fine. He's totally no ringworm involved. Pretty sure it came from Dumpster Cat, and which I personally think is totally worth it. I finally was able to like pet on it a little bit and like get it to me to where I could actually like touch it, but anytime I tried to pick it up it totally freaked out. No matter how hard I tried, it wouldn't let me. I'm really, really hoping that somebody else was able to finally get it like comfortable enough with them to take it home or take it to the Humane Society, because Dumpster Cat is no longer there. So I'm really hoping that somebody was able to take it home and now it has a nice little warm bed to sleep in. But yeah, if I were to hedge my bets, I'm pretty sure I got it from Dumpster Cat, but that's okay. He's cute. How could you be mad at that face? You couldn't. You just couldn't do it. Okay, I think I might have already over contoured, but we're gonna bronze anyway. So this is the Nomad bronzer, and this we're just gonna lightly just alright, and the next thing we're gonna do is take a little bit of this Gigi Gorgeous blush and try it out. It's a super like nice peachy color, and everyone typically says that I overdo it on the blush, and yes, accurate. You are very correct. I typically do. I don't know, I feel like I look super corpsey without a lot of blush on. Just trying to convince people that I do actually go outside. And then with the Royal and Langnickel brush, I'm going to try out this After Hours Wonder Beauty bronzer. I cannot believe I got through that sentence without messing up my B's. Oh, dang it! Shoot, I was proud of myself for saying something right for once, but this is a highlighter and not a bronzer. Maybe not the most like intensely luminous highlight I've ever seen, but it is giving a nice glow to the cheek, which is pretty. I like that it also kind of blends in with the blush a bit because it has that pinky tone to it. Okay, that is actually a really pretty highlight, and it's not that I don't like Wonder Beauty. I'm not a huge fan of some of their products. They're just not my favorite, but they do have good items. It's just I see them so frequently. It's like I'm being stalked by Wonder Beauty. Sometimes I think I'm safe when I'm unboxing a subscription box and all of a sudden I pull it out and I'm like, oh, it's Wonder Beauty. Anywho, let's go ahead and move on to the eyes. This is going to be like a 5-second eye look because I only have 2 eyeshadows and they're both like very neutral brownish colors. You guys, I washed all of my brushes, every single one. I'm so proud of myself. That's like the most accomplished thing I've done in quite some time. Oh, that's a lot of fallout. That's another problem with not being able to see. That brushed away really easily, but like, whoa. Okay, and now I'm gonna take my finger in the lighter shade and just put that here. Okay, so real time, that probably took like 2.5 minutes to do. This wouldn't be my typical like go-to eyeshadow look because like there's almost nothing there. But if I was ever in a need for like an eyeshadow look where they're like, hey, I need you to wear eyeshadow. I don't know who would be telling me that I need to wear eyeshadow though. But anyway, if someone was like, hey, I need you to wear eyeshadow where like you almost look like you're wearing none, this is the kind of look I would go for. And just to make it easy, I'm just gonna put on some eye mascara as opposed to lip mascara. And yeah, that'll be the end of this. There wasn't even a lip product in these bags. Oh my gosh, also I totally forgot. Ipsy raised the price. They're now $12 a bag instead of $10. I literally totally forgot about that until this moment. I don't personally think I saw an increase in like product value. There's still 5 products per bag and it looks like a regular Ipsy. They just added $2 to it. I don't know how I feel about that a little bit. This is actually the mascara that came in one of my Ipsy boxes and it's my first time trying it out, and so far I'm not 100% sure if I like it. I was really excited about the giant chunky wand, but it's super sticky. It's making my lashes clump a little bit. Oh, it's also very much so in my eye right now. It does feel a little bit like I'm putting on mascara with like a toilet brush or something. It is super fluffy. Alright you guys, so I guess that is everything. Sorry if this was super boring. I feel like the makeup look turned out very light just based on the products that I received in the bags. I really did try to build up that brown a little bit on the outer corner, but it didn't really build up too much. It's a very simple, easy eye look though, so if you want something like light, fresh, and quick, this will be it. The rest of the face products I do actually like. I like the bronzers that we received and the blush and the highlight, all that kind of stuff. Again, a nice fresh look of like a springtime camp counselor. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this month's bags. I am a little bit surprised that I didn't see an increase in either the amount of products or really like the value of the products since the bag was raised $2 per bag. I don't really know what like qualifying reason they gave to increase the price. I guess maybe we'll see over time if they throw in like an extra product or if they start like raising the value of the actual items you get inside. But let me know what you guys thought about this month. I'll be very interested in hearing all of your thoughts and opinions about like the price increase, or the items that you received in your bag. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. So just thank you so very much for watching. Please go ahead and consider subscribing if you would not mind. It would mean the absolute world to me. And I hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!